This video is a little bit different to my normal YouTube video because I had to go and rescue my son when his car broke down an awful long way from home. Now, any father is going to do what they have to do. I'd love you to let me know how you've had to rescue your child when they've got into strife in some way or other. So I don't know what actually went wrong, and I'd love your thoughts. All right, enjoy the video.
Bit of a mercy dash today. Yesterday, Arvo, I got a call from a young fella in his 80 series saying how he's heading back to Sydney from Brisbane. He's been up here in Brisbane for family holidays. Anyway, he's like, Dad, I've just got to camp down the south coast down near Ballina, I think it is. And he's like, Dad, the car's just spat all its water out. I don't know what's going on. He's not overly mechanical. He's an apprentice carpenter. And he's like, what's going on? So we do some diagnostics. And I think he's blowing the bottom tank of the radiator. This is really frustrating because I went over the car yesterday morning for him, checked oil and did all that. And I also made sure that, I tried to make sure everything was good. We also put a new water pump on it the other day. And now we've got this problem. So fortunately, race car spare parts. So I've got a radiator here, so I'm going to load that up. Got to load up my tools. Got to load up the car trailer because in case we can't fix it, I'll tow him back home. Yeah, anyway, you want to come for a ride? Let's go and see if we can help a young fella out, eh? So apparently it's about 300 k's south. So it's a bit of a mercy dash, isn't it? But it's what you do for your kids, eh? You wouldn't do anything less. You just, when you hear your kids are suffering and feeling hurt, it's what you do, I guess. Fun of being a dad. You know what? I wouldn't swap it. All right, well, I got here. Said g'day to Jess. Hey. You having a good time?
It's a bit hot.
Yeah, what'd the ranger say to you?
He's trying to book me for staying overnight.
Yeah.
Not having a booking because it's well booked out. So
yeah.
I literally just pulled into the car park and camped next to my car.
Yeah.
He booked me $300 for it, but he was nice enough. I explained, the radiator's blown just as I was literally coming into camp. And,
yeah. So you weren't planning to camp here?
No.
Come for a swim?
Come for a swim and see if I can go find another spot where actually it's free. But yeah, just literally as I'm pulling in, starts going off, steaming. But yeah, he filled up my water bottle, which was nice, and and just paid, charged me for a booking fee.
Oh, that's good.
The fine, so it was quite nice.
And it's nice that they're showing you compassion. Anyway, let's see if we can sort this out. So, the old COVID-80 bites again. All right, so what you were saying last night is as fast as you pour water in there,
yep,
water comes out the bottom.
Straight out the bottom, yeah. It was coming out green as well, so...
Wow, you see it all sprayed everywhere.
Yeah.
So I mentioned earlier we put a new water pump on. So I did that, and that's okay. But she's dropped the guts. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess the first thing we should do, Jess, is get you to put some water in there. Yep. So I can sort of see where it might be coming out.
Okay.
The joys of running old cars. All right, so try not to spill any.
Yeah.
And I'll look down under here. So that's the bottom of the radiator up in there. So I'm going to try and see.
Coming through.
Oh yeah, stop. Yeah, straight away. Okay, so it's in the middle of the bottom of the radiator. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that definitely means we've got to pull the radiator out. What fun. All right. I'll get back to you when we've got the radiator out and we can see what's actually gone wrong. All right, well, we've got the radiator out and the mystery is a complete mystery as to why what happened. Okay, so let's show you the radiator. So this is the bottom of the radiator down. Wrong way around. That's the bottom of the radiator there. Okay, all the core has been impacted and ripped out of the bottom of the radiator. Okay, so why would that happen? Well, that's a really good question. I don't know. But we come over here to the radiator shroud, bring it in the shade here. This is the bottom of the radiator shroud. Something's been rattling around in the bottom of the radiator shroud here. So, and it's not the fan. I don't think it's the fan that's hit it. Like, how would that happen? But the fan blade has taken an impact here. But he's driven 300 Ks before he's got here. So, mystery. But something has got in here. So I've never had it happen before. A stick jumped up in here and got caught by the fan and smacked it. Jesse said that just prior to it going pear-shaped, he did hear like literally just before he got here on a bit of a dirt track, he did hear a bit of a rattle, rattle, clang, clang, bang, bang sort of sound. And he said it sounded really odd. So can't see any old sticks or anything. Everything in the engine bay was in place. No idea. Complete mystery. But the good thing, I guess, is that we've got another radiator and we can swap that in and keep him on the road. And the other good thing is he reckons it pretty much happened right here where he stopped. So that's a good thing. All right, well, we'll chuck the new radiator in and see how we go. What do you reckon, Jess?
Yeah, should be good.
You hope so.
Yeah, trying to keep spirits up.
Yeah, that's right. Go and get the radiator out the 200, mate. All right, guys, well, it's all back together. While we've been doing the work, I was sort of having a ponder. I got a thought. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's the best thought I've got at the moment as to what's happened. Possibly when I've put the shroud back in after doing the water pump, I haven't clipped it onto the bottom clips, and maybe the bottom of the shroud has come against the fan. But that doesn't make sense to me as to what has actually contacted the bottom of the radiator. Because I can't see how the fan can do that because the fan's below the bottom of the radiator, and I can't see how the shroud would do that because that's also below the bottom of the radiator. If you know 80s, you'll know what I'm talking about. But where am I here? The bottom. So the actual fan, just covers down below here, as does the shroud. So it doesn't quite make sense to me, but that's the best I've got. Anyway, Jesse's just topping her up and no water's pouring out the bottom. So we'll fire it up and see how we go. Oh, you're right. There's a belt noise down there. Yeah, just wet belts, I'd say. Alright, well, we'll let it warm up and keep an eye on it. I'm just hoping we don't have any issues with, I don't think the motor got hot, but I don't know, so we'll find out. Oh, well, here he comes back from his test drive, so he's come back. That's a good start, isn't it? Hey, let me know about your rescue missions. When have you had to go out and rescue a mate or rescue one of your kids from something like this? I'd love to hear your stories. All right, thumbs up. He's a happy boy. The COVID-80 lives again. All right, let's go and see if it's leaking water, shall we?
Running good.
Running good?
Running good.
How's that temperature?
Perfect.
Oh, that's sweet as a nut.
That's perfect.
All right, well done, man. All right, let's see if there's any leaks. Pop that bonnet. All right, well, that's good around the top. It's underneath where you got to find it. Well, it's not pouring out. That's a good start. All right. Yeah, okay, well, there you go. All right, what are we going to do now, Jess?
Go sit in the water.
Yeah, and lunch. All right, guys, well, there you go. He's back on the road. Another few days of holidays and then back at work. Very proud of you, buddy. Love you. Catch ya.